Hello everyone, this is Alindra Singh. Welcome back to another video of UltraPix. In today's video, we're gonna learn how to add the image inside the text. And this feature is really important if you're a creator and you create the poster images or some landscape or the portraits, which includes text with it, and you can play with and manipulate it in many ways according to your demand. So in this particular video, we will explain each and everything how to add the text and how to add image inside it. All right, so this feature is really exciting, so without any further delay, let's get started. So here we are in the world of Photoshop, and the image that you are seeing in front of you, we're going to play with it, and by using the text masking we will take this picture inside the text. Okay, so what is the first thing that you have to do? First, let's create a new layer. Okay, and choose the paint bucket and fill it with the black color. Okay, so don't worry, our image is still there in the background. Next thing you have to do is to add text in it. So how to do that? Go to the text option, click here and add the text that you want. So you cannot see because we are going to write in the black color, so instead of that, just hide this particular layer and now add the text here. Okay, so for this image I'm going to use the text my dreamland, and the next I will write Uttarkasi, the place where I belong. Okay, my favorite place in the world. Now, next thing you have to do, just select this text, or you can do that later as well. But instead of that, if you want to make it bigger, how to do that? Just hold the control key. This will give you the angle to drag this particular text, and click here and drag it to the extent you want to use it in your image. Okay. All right. So what I was about to tell you is you can create the distance between these text, but I think according to this image the distance between both lines uh, is quite good. I don't think we have to make any changes. So what I'm gonna do is increase the size of this text and decrease the size of the upper line. Okay, so just go ahead and select this particular text, and you can decrease the size up to 450, or let's make it bigger, around 500. Okay, and go here and you can increase the size of this text. I think this one is okay, but instead of increasing the size, we can create the distance between the text. Okay, so there are two ways to do that. One is by holding the control, you can drag it from here, or you can just directly go here and drag it, and it will stretch the distance and the text both. Okay, I think this is where I will set it, so I'm not going to make any further changes to it. If there is the question of making the distance between both the lines, we can just directly go here, go to the character option from here, and we can just increase by dragging it to the right side. Okay, we can increase the space between these two lines. So I think this is where it will look perfect, and I'm going to set it this way. Okay, so next thing, you can just drag it and set the position of this text. All right, we're done. And the next thing, we will try one more thing, which is called the blending mode, and we are going to add the shadow behind the text. Okay, so to do that, you can just simply double click on this layer. Okay, if you press double click, this is where you're getting the option to blending option. Okay, and from here you can add the shadow to your text, and you can just make it, you can play with it in many ways. I'm not going to explain each and everything, otherwise the video will get about for 2 hours, so you don't have this much patience. But we're simply going to add the shadow in it. Okay, so to do that, we can just simply press here. Okay, and by pressing here, you can just add the shadow. If you cannot see that, you can just simply drag the shadow by where is the option? Okay, let's set the shadow first. Okay, I'm sorry, you have to click in this option. Okay, then you'll get the angle to adjust the shadow in the position that you want. Okay, so let's set it in this position, maybe. All right, we will check it later in detail. So according to me, this one will work fine for me. So you can see the opacity and everything, the percentage of everything, and set it that way. Okay, now next thing you have to do is to click here and make a copy of this background layers. To do that, you have to press Ctrl J and drag this image in the top. And the last option is you have to right click on this particular layer and go to the clipping mask and press. Now you can see the magic that the text, that particular image that we clipped with the text, is inside the text now. Okay, now next thing is this layer that we created. You can just click here and get it back. And last but not the least, just go to the opacity of this. Make sure that this particular layer is selected. Go to the opacity and decrease the opacity to the extent where you find your text to be appear quite good, and you're good to go. So this is how, my dear friends, you can add the text and use the image inside it. All right, so I hope you liked what we did in this video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so that you get the notification of upcoming videos in the future. All right, so that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.